Alright, our runners are getting started. I just wanted to make sure I tweeted out the event. And looks like they're both heading to Impact Man. If you have any questions about the run, feel free to ask in chat and I'll do my best. Otherwise, let's get right into it. So this first stage, I'm glad to see both runners here. This is the optimal route. They're heading straight for Impact Man to get the pile driver. This first level is it's a really difficult start for the run. There's really not a lot of leeway for all the tricks they have to perform. Ooh, Chelney going for a ledge rush there. He did get it the second try. Square One actually going for the route that I'm a little more comfortable with, going on the left side. There's just so many tight jumps that they have to do, especially coming up in this next room. You really don't want to mess up too much in terms of... Ooh, nice! Chelney actually got a big weapon. Good stuff. And he also cleared the jump right away. Square One actually destroying the Pikmin Digger. And I don't blame him. I hate sliding under that thing. Yeah, rush ammo is extremely important in this stage. You don't want to mess up any jumps and have to summon rush more than once. More than unnecessary. Chelney with a couple of quick speed gears. If this is your first time looking at the game, they do have a speed gear and a power gear. And speed gear will effectively slow down time for the runners, allowing them to make cycles that are a little bit harder. We don't want to use it that much because it slows down time. And Chelney using the power gear right now for a full charge Red Buster. That does a ton of damage, but he's now burnt out and he can't use either gear until he's fully recovered. They're going to be going for a difficult, this conveyor belt room. Requires a damage boost to get through, and it's an easy point. Bringing up the RTA leaderboard, Chelney has a 34-13, and Square One, let me see if I can find his... He might be going under a different alias. Actually, wait. Let's see, Square One. There he is, a 39.55. That's a very good time. Alright, so we have Chelney entering Impact Man. This fight is kind of random. Let's see what he's going to open up. So he's actually going to go for it. Wow, okay, so Impact Man gave him the impact first, and Chelney is actually banking on it. I'm not sure if he's going to try and get the... He did! Wow, what a madman! So that's a really fast impact fight. Goodness. All the bosses have a gear installed in them, and if they receive enough damage, they'll activate that gear, which makes them invincible for a little while. You see that Square One got the jump from Impact Man, and I'm almost certain Impact Man, or Square One's going to go for a slightly easier kill, yeah. So this first transformation happens after 4 sequences of attacks. You can kill him on the first spike in that sequence, but he actually killed him on the back end, which is fine. That only costs like 3 seconds. But Chelney did an extremely difficult kill. He actually managed to kill him in the middle of one of those 4 first attacks. And doing that in the middle of a no reset, that's insane. Nice use of speed gear right there, getting underneath the crunch on. The runners are now entering Tundra Man stage. Now that they have impact, they can actually make use of it to get around faster. But since, again, they have limited ammo, they don't want to just spam it on every screen. They have to use it tactically to get the most time save out of their meter. This stage has a really awful section at the very end of it, which is a big reason why runners will go to Tundra first, because they won't have the impact weapon that makes the last screen as... Yo, definitely too spiky. Alright, Chelney about to power impact. The power version of weapons, by using your power gear, you enhance your weapons and you get an extra effect out of them. For the pile driver, it just makes you go a little bit further and it adds an explosion afterwards. That explosion is not going to play too much into the run early on, but it does consume a little bit more ammo, so they're going to have to make sure that they're using the right types of impacts as well. Ooh, and he's going for the quicker kill on Mammoth, using a power impact to break through the armor. The way you would normally do that fight involves using just your speed gear and your rapid fire. Ooh, Chelney flying over the weapon tank. Those weapon tanks completely refill your ammo. That's absolutely necessary for a number of stages. And some runners actually like to go to shops as well. Nice spike jump from Chelney. While Square One's doing the traditional Mammoth Steel. Ooh, Chelney tried to use the... he tried to summon Rush while he was jumping up so that he could bounce off of him a little bit quicker. It's a little tricky to do. And this last room is easily why a lot of runners just don't like doing this section. Chelney doing it, he doesn't even look like he's breaking a sweat. Good. Going for the extra life just for safety. I respect it. And Square One taking the top route in this room. Again, the if you die to that spike jump, you lose about 20 seconds. Dying in that last room that Chelney was in would have cost about a minute. And Chelney is currently fighting Tundra Man. With 4 double busters, he should be able to clear. Only the red shot hits on the left side. Good fight. The red buster actually has special properties. I can see Square One waiting right here. He just doesn't want it to... Oh, no! Oh, that is absolutely one of the most painful spots to die. Square One, please stay strong and keep going, man. This is not the time to reset. And on top of that, whenever you die, you don't get your ammo back. So now he has to do all of these sections basically without any of the strats he did the first time. He's holding on to that little bit of impact. I'm not sure where he's going to spend. Chelney approaching Torchman. This is actually one of my favorite stages. This stage actually shows where a lot of runners will differ because you're trying to get as many ammo drops as you can. So runners will be constantly switching their weapon back to impact so that they can hopefully pick up a weapon drop off of any of these enemies. Square One making his way back to the last room here. Chelney must have gotten some kind of drop because he's sitting on pretty heavy ammo right now. Nice, Square One actually making it through the last hallway in Tundra. Good stuff. Ooh, another drop for Chelney. Go fast. And then he's got this this turkey fight. It's actually, you're not supposed to be able to fire off Tundra that quickly. You can actually slide and then jump cancel to remove the cooldown on your Tundra use. Square One looking good so far in this kill. He wasn't close enough to the right side to kill him before he transformed, but he still manages to get the kill before things go. And man, Chelney super loaded on it. Alright, should have one more regular, one more power. Yep. Alright, he's making his way into the last fire chase. This game is just so brutal in terms of like constantly having to switch your weapons back and forth. That shot right there, if he doesn't do it as like the moment before he slides, it won't actually pull the tent off of that pack-on he just... Ooh, and he has enough ammo for another impact, another power impact. Good stuff. All right, we see Square One start to make his way in the first fire sequence, and Chelney fighting Torch. Torch is not a very difficult fight, just gotta blast a couple Tundras on his face. Ooh, Torch actually jumped up, which was, that's actually a little bit faster. It's random whether or not Torchman jumps up, and he'll try and do a kick in your face. Chelney actually managed to hit him before any of that happened, so he actually saved a little bit of time here over what a typical fight with Torchman might look like. And Square One, unfortunately, he got a drop, but he wasn't low enough to pick it up when he killed. Sorry, I'll do my best to make sure I'm not actually cutting myself short here on the audio. Alright, Chelney working now into Blast Man stage, while Square One uses a Power Tundra so that he can stop the fire. Now that Chelney has done Torchman stage, he has access to the Torch weapon. This is where we're going to see a lot of weapon swapping happening. Going back and forth between Torch to Impact, with the occasional use of Tundra. This is what makes this run a little more inaccessible to new runners. Okay, that was a little close one right there. Yeah, this section's a little scary because you have to make sure that you basically keep your power gear on the whole time. you have to make sure that you're actually clearing the gap with impact so that your torch will actually blow up the dynamite crate. One of those, if it's not on screen, it didn't happen kind of games. I will drop a link to the challenge once I have a more solid opportunity. Right now, I want to see how Square One does on Torch. And Chelney got a weapon drop. Good stuff. Nice, going super. The Square One only has to do 2 more Tundras. Caught one in the air, and Power Tundra. Good stuff. Chelney, wow, more drops! Did he bribe the game? Hello? This is nuts! I've never seen this many drops! Ooh, he got hit by the explosion. That does make it a little bit more difficult to finish the room out, but he does just fine. He still had his composure. This kill here with Blastman is very, very difficult. He actually has to open up with Power Tundra, slide to the middle, double buster. He's going to leave Rush at the beginning, so he's going to jump back to Rush, double buster in the air, and double buster on. Okay, first double buster, second double buster, one more, and then he's going to use speed gear, slow it down a little. Flash in the pan. Right, and Square One making his way through Blast. He's not that far behind. I would wager that Square One right now has like about a 40 to 50 second deficit. And depending on where you die, that could easily go the other way. Chelney now entering Blockman stage. After beating 4 stages, he has access to Rush Jet. So now you're going to see some jet jumps where on the way up, you'll be summoning Rush at about the apex of your jump. And then you can jump off of him, so you can skip ladder. Climbing ladders is incredibly slow in this game. Yo, thank you for dropping a link to the challenge. This fight with Totemer is Power Tundra, Power Blast, Power Tundra. It's one of those really satisfying fights because the mini-boss just disintegrates. And then if you didn't know this playing this game casually, Chain Blast actually is the weakness for block, but it also completely destroys the mazes that you have to go through in this stage. So it's almost mandatory that you do Blast before you do. No drops, but he still has Weapon Tank. Alright, let's see how Square One does on Blast Man. Interesting. I've not seen this fight before. He opened up with 2 power torches, another power torch, and he's letting him transform. Okay, so this looks like a pretty comfortable. Yeah, that didn't seem too slow at all. He definitely looked like he knew what he was doing. That is not a quick kill I've ever seen before. I've only ever looked at the 2 most optimal kills, but Square One having a sub 40 time, I'm definitely going to assume that he's going to have a lot of strats that work for him. And that's really important to have if you've not mastered the most efficient kills or the most optimal strats in the game. Find something that works. Find something that you know is fast. Chelney having a bit of trouble here with Rush Jet. But now he's coming up on block. This fight is also a really cool fight. You're not going to see Blockman transform into that giant golem. Hopefully open up with Power Tundra, 2 Chain Blast, 1, 2, 3, 4, start charging, jump over Blockman, let him have it. Nice. Blockhead. It's an interesting choice by Square One holding on to that impact, and then he still did a pretty good. Actually, I am not sure if he is going to use a weapon tank in this stage. I didn't see the beginning of his stage, so we'll have to see. It looks like he's doing a bunch of the weapon tanks. but he is also cutting himself out of a... Yeah, I think he's not going to use a weapon tank in this level, which is, it's an older strat, because using a ton of ammo in this stage is, it's way more taxing. That's Chelney actually in one of the more difficult stages. Bounce Man stage, very, very vertical heavy stage. You're going to be doing everything in your power to avoid taking damage and losing time. That was actually a new strat I haven't seen before, using block there really quick. I like it. I'm stealing that. That's for sure. Very clean room so far. Nice, getting right between those bullets. Gets through the room a little bit quicker. He's coming up on Chelney Frog. If you are subscribed to Chelney, spam those Chelney Frog. Rip Chelney Frog. Ooh, okay, I saw that on square one. He actually, he went and grabbed the E-Tank right. Shop trips take about like 5 or 6 seconds, so he didn't lose like basically any time going for that. Chelney actually has a lot of ammo right now. I hope he goes at least through the next room. Yeah. Okay, so that'll save him 1 impact later on that he can use in like another hall. Oh, then he gets bonked by Boyorn. Not using rush right there either. Yeah, it's unfortunate though, because you need rush ammo. You can't really go that much further with a ton of drops at the beginning of the stage. You would have to like consciously refill rush instead of impact, which is like the biggest instinct for all runners is refill your impact, refill your impact. Square one manages to kill Blockman before he transforms. Good stuff. And I don't see Chelney going for the rush coil. Rush coil into... But he is still... He's nailing all of the... Ooh, nice. A little bit of time save there, not bouncing around like an idiot. Yeah, I approve of using impact to cut off some of the bounce there. It looks like he has a little bit of ammo. He could have impacted in that last hallway, but you really want to make sure you have the impact you need for Bounce Man. You only need... Square one actually climbing up the ladder here. Again, rush jet jumps are super annoying to do. Nice kill by Chelney. Yo, thank you, Click Spark. Square one making his way through bounce. And now Chelney has Bounce Ball, which is the weakness for Fuse Man. You can do, however, the next 2 stages any order you like. Fuse's weapon is not actually useful for Acid's stage. So if you wanted to, some runners would do it, but a lot of runners will just go straight. That was actually cool. Square one using Tundra to get rid of some of the obstacles on the left. A little bit of a safer strat. Chelney using Power Impact. Impact, while you are flying through the air, actually has invincibility. So it's one of those weapons that's super useful in terms of getting past these lasers without taking... Oh, and he just slipped into the pit. Okay, he has a little bit of ammo right now. It would be nice if you get a drop for impact in this stage. Square one in a bit of a scary situation. There we go, okay. Oh, please, no! Oh my god, so he actually brushed up against the side of one of the bounce balls. If you're holding the jump button while you're bouncing off of something, it like really rejects you really hard. Ugh, god. Alright, Chelney coming up against Dreadspark. It's a super fast fight. But the key thing there is that you're only allowed to fire bounce weapon twice, unless if you switch to power gear, then you get another fire of bounce on the screen at the same time. And he doesn't have any impact ammo, no lucky drops, so he's going to have to just jump over these pits. That was so cool! Oh my god, I love it. I want to do that now. Firing bounce while he's sliding, it actually managed... He didn't have to waste any time aiming upwards. Can he get the quick cycle in this room? Yo, he nails it. That's actually really not easy. I'm gonna bug him about how you did that. And he didn't even use the speed gear in that last room? That's extremely tight. Like, I always, at the very least, briefly tap speed gear. Okay, while Square One's finishing up his stage, we've got Fuse Man on the left. This is a super fast fight. Double Buster, slow down time a little bit. Another Double Buster, and one more, come on. Perfect kill. Ooh, Square One jumping to the left so he can refill with impact. I think he might have used more ammo than he was expecting to, or maybe he used the W tank earlier in the stage, just so he would be able to recover from the death. I wasn't looking, but getting that quick impact is actually, or the W tank is actually pretty good. It means he'll have plenty of ammo to use for the rest of this stage. Yeah, Chelney is definitely tearing it up right now. I would actually love to see what his splits look like. He is... Oh no, Square One unfortunately didn't go high enough. He's actually going to go around the long way. You need to trick the game into thinking that you actually jumped high enough so you get the full bounce effect. That's fine, just a little bit slower. Chelney, in the meantime, in the middle of Acid stage, using Fuse instead of Blast. Like I said, you don't need Fuse for this stage because both Fuse and Blast suspend you in the air. Okay, he's not gonna... Oh, well, that's interesting. I like that too. Yeah, that's a little. That looks a little more consistent. Oh, that definitely doesn't look like what you want to do on that particular section, though. Not the stopping and waiting around bit. Yeah, definitely covering the screen with bounce balls. He does not want to deal with these guys. Square One finishing off Bounce Man. Good. Ooh, the single bounce. That's super scary to get over those two spikes. Oh, and Chelney not doing the you know, it doesn't really save a ton of time for the complexity involved, but there's a slightly faster kill on W Dropper, where you go from power block to bounce and then back to power block. Chelney taking advantage of the fact that while you're taking damage in a slide, you actually don't have any knockback. His ammo's not looking particularly special right now. Definitely not getting any drop. Square One, in the meantime, dealing with Fuse Man stage. Using a little bit of the speed gear just to make sure he can actually beat the lasers. Yo, imagine being good at video games, for real. Hoping for a drop there. Didn't get anything. One last chance for a drop. Still nothing. That's fine. He got plenty of early drops in this game. The Acid Man fight is actually one of the most consistent fights. It's like, thank God we have a fight that we don't really have to worry about. Double Buster in his face, double Buster in the middle. Oh, but he got shot! Come on, Chelney. I thought you were supposed to be good at video games. Ooh, Square One making a nice climb in this this gigantic room there. He actually managed to jump up, call rush, speed gear just to make sure he didn't get hit by any lasers. And Chelney now equipped with Acid Barrier. What a weapon. We only use it like twice. Okay, so Chelney now entering the Wily stages. We're at Gear Fortress 1 here. This and the next stage are some of the most painful stages to screw up in any way. If he has too low of a health, if he does not have enough ammo to make any of these jumps, then he will really be suffering, because you got Yellow Devil coming up. If you know who Yellow Devil is from playing any Mega Man games whatsoever, or if you played this game, Yellow Devil is not fun to fight against. Yeah, it looks like Chelney has got about a stage and a half of lead right now. Square One coming up on Fuse Man. Let's see what Chelney does here. Okay, we talked about some strategies for this room at AGDQ. I was wondering if he actually started implementing them into his runs or not. Ooh, this room. Don't get hit! Okay, good. And Square One finishing off Fuse Man with so many bounce balls, literally all over the place. One, two, three, four, five, six. Good stuff. No way! I did not know you could do that. Yo. I like it. Listen, until a couple nights ago, Chelney had a time that was slower than mine. And now I'm just like, I'm actually getting to watch a full run of his. And I'm just like, I want that strat. I want that strat. I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm taking all of these. Okay, get the 1, 2, 3, 4 on Yellow Devil. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just gotta do that once more. Oh, he's doing the left side strat. Nice, you got a slightly earlier hit on Yellow Devil. Kill him in the left corner. Okay, I think he might have taken damage a little bit in the way he didn't want to, but he still managed to get a really good kill on Yellow Devil. That's on par with what, you know, normal runners. My PB is a 34.57, I believe. I just barely got the sub 35. I was grinding that one out for a little. All right, Chelney in Tower 2 here. This stage, again, you're really hoping for lots of drops. While Square One, he's sitting here doing a safe jump before he fights the W drop. Yo, nice. Got a big drop there off of the Pakon. Nice. Beating Sniper Joe. Ooh, Square One using a W tank. Interesting. Okay, this is the Sniper Joe room. Everyone hates this room. And Chelney's just not having any of it. You don't need to use a Power Tundra. But that's definitely a room where it's just like, nah, I don't want to deal with that. Just do it. Again, hoping for drops. Square One, coming up on the last couple rooms here. You don't want to die here. It's really, really far away from the constantly switching on Chelney's side from blast to jet jumps. Oh no, he missed the ammo. That's a. Man, if you're gonna kill the crunch, then it'd be nice if you at least got the ammo. It doesn't make a huge difference. If you have full ammo, you can actually do a couple of. Ooh, he just jumped straight over crunch time. No extra drops there. And Square One fighting acid takes down barrier using just power acid or power block, hitting him under the water. He should only have 2 hits left. One more to go. Good stuff. Chelney with, looks like 2 power impacts. Yeah, just 2. He just used a regular one right there. He noticed and he wanted to use it there. There is a 3 power impact fight for Malvern, but it's it saves a very small amount of time. Fever, I'm trying my best to make sure I call the enemies by the right name. Unless if I don't know the right name, I will then give it their nickname, whatever it is. Good fight from Chelney on. Yo, respect the Lord. Yo, there's Looking Toad in chat, by the way. Shoutouts to that guy. Got a sick PB. All right, Chelney in Tower 3. This is Refight City. Oh, is he going for this? No way! All right, so this is the enhanced power, impact fight. Starts with Power Tundra, and then hopefully you'll be killing him a little bit. He has to do the same madness that he did before, where he gets him in the middle of one of these. Oh no! He didn't get it. So that immediately costs him 20 seconds. And this is exactly why the kill that he went for on the first impact fight was nuts to me, because being able to do 2 double busters in the span of one of those attacks by impact is really, really difficult. That's a shame, man. He was on such an incredible run. But he could still easily pull a sub 35. I just feel it looking at this. Alright, square one entering one of the scariest rooms. I want to see how he does this here. Okay, there's a coil into impacts. Jumping nice and high. Impact, power impact, power impact, power impact. Alright. I respect that. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Why would you impact, like, right in front of me? Alright, the acid fight, again, not a super difficult fight. Double buster, back up, double buster. Ooh, square one basically out of ammo. Alright, I want to see how he does the rest of this. He doesn't have any rush yet, so... Oh, he's just gonna straight up use... Alright, so... I said that acid was basically useless, but it does protect you from projectiles, so, like, I respect that climb. Okay, going again on block. Good stuff. It looks like he's gonna nail this. Come on. Nice! Burning out on a boss fight isn't actually a problem. It doesn't affect any of the fights because of how long the fanfare is and how long it takes for a boss to clear animation. You'll have it back by the... And executing another good fuse fight. Square one taking a little bit longer to kill Yellow Devil here, but he still looks like he knows what he's doing, so I'm assuming that he's got this fight on lock. He's got one hit left. Come on. Oh, a little bit too late, and he doesn't have any ammo left. He's very low on health. Come on. He has to dodge another set of this nonsense. Another weapon tank. Okay, thank God. He's got the health tank, too. Don't die, man. Good stuff. Chelney took out Tundra Man in the meantime. There's a slightly updated fight there. Didn't get the chance to go over it, but, you know, he just uses fuse a couple times. It's actually pretty nice to see fuse in use there. Attack, power, Tundra. So now he doesn't have any Tundra ammo, which means he's going to have to do one of the older kills on Blast. Okay, he manages to switch off of Tundra, thank God. It looks like he's going for the old kill. And... nice! Nails. According to his timer, he is behind on his splits. That's a little bit of a shame, but he does have a really strong run looking right now. Square one dealing with Tower 2, getting a little bit of a lucky drop. So Chelney, last stage here. Interesting. Ah, yes, okay. So I might have to talk to him about how he's doing this last stage. He's using 4 impacts there. Maybe he does have something else up there. Yo, the musical! He's definitely feeling himself. Oh, he's probably just gonna cut out 1 impact in the very, very last hall. Make it, make it, make it. Good stuff. Okay, watching Square for a bit now. Using power Tundras. You got so much Tundra ammo in this stage, honestly. It's like, it's not really in the routes for any of the others. Alright, so for this fight, he's got 2 fights left on Chelney's side. Is he using impact? That's okay, he's not. Power blast, good. Then acid into the window. Shooting down the gear. He's got to jump in the window. Nice. Okay, so that's phase 1. This is why acid is useful. It's literally just for Wily and Wily 2. This last fight, though, this fight sucks. Like, old man can do whatever he wants, zigzagging from corner to corner. You want him to sit still? There's one. You got a damage boost. Oh, he missed on the first one. You can't miss too many. Okay, he got him anyway with that. That's really hard to do if you're not in his hurt box. He missed him again. Okay, there's time. 34, 32. That's awesome. Wow, that's actually got to be the lowest time in the tournament right now. Like, for a run? I will have to double check on that.
Give up, Wily.
Good God. All right. Square one in the meantime. Coming up against Mauvern. Yeah, GG's to Chelney. That was nuts.
Spare me! I'm a helpless old man. Mercy, Mega Man. Enough! You can't fool me that easily. Drat! But don't act so cocky. I didn't lose to you. I lost to my own technique.
I am working on switching the audio right now.
I'm the greatest. I'm a...
Okay, square one, finally taking care of Malvern. That was super scary though, on very low health. Alright, so now it is square one's turn for refight. And this was a winner's round match, so square one not out of it yet. Fortunately, got a transformation. Oh wait, no. That was losers. Oh no. Yeah, that does mean that square one is out. Yeah, I just pulled up the bracket to make sure. I wasn't sure if right, Chelney did lose against Sage Hero. Okay, so yeah, that's unfortunate. That's but come on, let's keep supporting square one here. I want to see him finish off. Nice fight. Handles bounce. Catching on the rebound. Sage Hero headhunting. It was a little bit too early on that one block fire. Alright, so it looks like the next fights. Not yet, no. I'm just taking a look ahead in the bracket right now. We gotta wait for some other cat. We got the 1, 2, 3 on block, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coil, start charging. Yep, this is the slightly easier fight for Blockman. Nice. It's pretty much guaranteed. And that fight's only about 2 seconds slower. By the way, for anyone who's interested in picking up this game, if you think this game looks cool and you want to learn how to run this game, join the Mega Man Discord. There are plenty of people who are willing to give you advice, tips, point you towards guides. I actually did make a guide series if you want to check that out as well. But yeah, please, if you are interested in running this game, there are plenty of people who are willing to help out. And it's a lot of fun. You don't have to play at like an insane level on day one like Chelney, goodness. But you can work your way towards those strats. And shoutouts to Speed Gaming for having us here once again. Alright, we got 3 uses of fuse right at the beginning. And another power fuse. Oh, he mistimed it? Okay, there goes Tundra. That's, again, that looks like another pretty easy fight. Alright, that's 1, 2 Tundras, 3, and 4. And again, I thought this fight that he did on Blast was so cool. It was like, because I'm so used to seeing only set fights at a super top level. Seeing anything else that still works is neat. Because you can really just come up with whatever you need to make a fight work. Like, he didn't even have to move those first 2 fires there. And that's still way faster than like the many times I've screwed up the Blast fight and had to recover with some kind of shenanigans. I've lost a ton of time. And a lot of runners will say that, like, if the fight doesn't go their way, they're just chasing him around. He's jumping all over the place. That fight looks super easy to execute. Alright, taking the nice slow time up there, no problem. You don't want to miss that jump. That's a free trip to the beginning of the level. Oh no, Square! Getting the get off rush, start sliding, man. All right, well it looks like he lost like one cycle, which is fine because like catching the second. No, what did you do, Square? That was a free waste. Get off the thing! What are you doing, man? You're killing me. Oops is right. Like, you got some explaining to do. Take off your power gear, man! He just burnt out. Alright. I think he has extra health, and man, that's like really, really sketch. It should like cool down between the fights, but you're concerning me, man. Come on. Wily, hello? Like, why would... Okay, there's the first hit, at least. Get in there. Nice. Okay, you got one hit. Don't burn out. This is scary now. Please tell me you remember you have something in your inventory. Oh, that was really cool though. Using the chain blast, just sticking him to him as he's zipping around. I respect that. Okay, this is the last phase for Wily, which... Ooh, and nice! He catches him before he, like, does all this annoying zigzagging. Like, that's something you never want to see. And the fact that he managed to get him in the top right corner while he's still at iframes, good stuff. Square one finishing with a 42-29. Wow, good stuff from both the runners. World record! Definitely want to see if we can get anyone in for an interview. Otherwise, no, that was it's a good race to watch. Chelney, man, blowing it out of the water there. 34-32. Like, you can, on your hands, basically count the amount of people who have a sub 35. I'm taking a quick look at the speed gaming schedule right now. Thank you everyone for watching this. If you're looking at more speed gaming stuff, there's Mario Bros. 3 randomizer going on right now in Speed Gaming 2. I believe the Mario Bros. 3 randomizer on Speed Gaming 4 is finishing up, but 9 o'clock you've got Zelda 1 randomizer, another Mario Bros. 3 randomizer on 2 and on 4, and you also have a Zelda 1 randomizer on Speed Gaming 5. Hello.
Hey.
Hello, Square. How are you?
Pretty good.
How you feeling, man? You want to tell us some stuff and things?
It felt pretty good, the run in the first half. I just kind of started going downhill a little, and you know, what can you expect? Can't really beat Chelney. He's a monster.
Chelney definitely stepped it up over the last couple of days. Like, he's been working hard, especially since GDQ. I've been seeing him constantly grinding this category. He's got over 1,000 attempts on. So I can't imagine it felt good knowing you were going to be fighting up against Chelney next. But you didn't do too bad yourself. It's like the death in Tundra. That's a thing that happens, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It just costs so much time.
Pretty discouraging, but the next few stages went all right, so I kind of got back into it. But bounce is really where my mind kind of went in the gutter.
Yeah, I saw you died right after Chelney Frog. You fell in a pit. You got pushed by a bounce ball back into one that you cleared.
Yeah, I let my power gear run out by accident, so I improvised the room a little bit, and it got all weird.
That's experiences, man. Like, anytime something like that happens to you, you just got to put that in the back of your head. Next time you get to that room, something bad happens, you find it. Like, I've had those moments happen to me where I get slapped and I'm just like, okay, take 2 seconds, don't panic. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely a good learning experience.
You wanna talk to me about that last elevator in Wiley?
So I thought I had stepped past it, and I was falling, and I looked away, and I looked back, and I was still standing on it, and I was pretty confused.
Nice. Yo, we got co-op Chelney Frogs in chat. All right. Any last thoughts?
No. Just GG to Chelney. I think he's got a really good shot at winning, so that'll be fun to watch in the future.
Oh, absolutely. He just put the fear in me, that's for sure. I know what I'm doing when I get back home. Right. Well, thank you once again to Speed Gaming for having us here, and thanks for the people organizing this tournament, keeping up with the challenge, and thanks to the runners for putting in all your hard work, effort, making this thing possible. Definitely go drop Square One and Chelney a follow, and I'm Mumu Akai, and that'll be it for me.